Hello, and welcome to the day 2 daily video message for physical science. This one isn't going to be quite as long as the first one, but I just want to go through a few things to remind you of procedures and how we're going to handle things this week. Once again, when you're for me to take attendance, you must use the OneNote and sign in actually on the attendance page. Thank you for all of those people that were able to follow those instructions and get that done. But each day at the top, the first column or first row will be the current date, and you just do like you did before, sign in. Don't try to go and sign in on an old date, because remember, OneNote tags when you type something in. So I'll know if you're like, oh, wait a minute, you weren't here on this first day and you can't try to put your name in because you forgot. So I'll always send you a remind saying sign in for attendance. Many of you did. That was perfect. Let's keep that up. Our attendance is doing really well, and attendance is important even in this distance learning process. For credit, passing, etc. So again, don't forget to sign up every day. For what you should be working on this week, again, I'm using this week as basically a makeup week. I'm not doing any direct new instruction. That'll happen next week. Either it'll be live or it'll be a video of this sort for what we need to be working on. But for right now, these are the different items that in the matter unit that we started in class that you should be able to finish up. Now you'll just be submitting them through the digital process, of course using OneNote and then Summit to let me know that you've finished. So far, I saw some of you get some work turned in on our day 1. That's great. Let's keep this up. And move on. So next week I will probably be planning on doing a direct instruction, especially to kind of finish up this periodic table assignment that we began before the break. And I also just want to remind you that if you're taking a PFA, which 2 of you did, that before you can request to take the PFA, I need to see on Summit that you've passed the diagnostic test and that you've also checked out different resources for it. Remember that they have resources for each objective within a PFA. The big one is you have to send me a remind here, request, then I can check in Summit to see if you've met the requirements, and then I'll approve it. I'll also send you a remind back saying you've got it, it's approved, something of that nature. But if you just request it without alerting me and remind, I'm not going to approve it. I'll just deny it and see if you are paying attention. So that's why you need to really watch these different videos. So again, for this week, we're just going to work on some makeup, getting used to the system, getting used to signing in for attendance. Next week, we'll actually be starting some new stuff. Don't forget, if you're all caught up, some of you have old stuff that you still need to get turned in. And like I said, unfortunately, you don't have access to your folder at school. So you may actually have to redo some work if you didn't get it done the first time. But that's what happens. So have a great rest of the day, and I'll be talking to you next week. One last thing I've just remembered is there are a few students that haven't signed up for the Remind app. Even though I saw a few of you sign in for attendance, I don't see that you've signed up for Remind. I'm asking that if you are able to contact these students through social media or text or whatever, if you would let them know that they need to go to their school email and sign up for Remind, or go on to the web page. The link for the class Remind is also found there. But who I need right now that haven't signed up, it looks like it's Michaela. Lewis did sign up, Antonio, Eric, Hunter, Chaz, Lexi, Gerardo did sign up, and then Sean. I think, Sean, I noticed you signed up just recently, so you might be good. But again, if you happen to know these people, and if you would just contact them and say, hey, check your email, look for the one from Whitaker, or direct them to the website, so that they can get signed up, because this is going to be important for, instant communication, as many of you have found out. Okay, so that is now it for the video. Have a good rest of the day. Thank you.